Behind me is a business you might almost miss out if you are not paying attention. It is owned by a man who the world almost counted out because he is deaf, but he didn't let that stop him. And today, he has other branches and his business employs only deaf people. Ordinary street food business, as many would call it, right? But for him and for the 6 other deaf workers he employs, it is more than a business. It is dignity, it is survival, it is legacy, and they work with pride and not pity. They are not waiting for miracles. They do not beg or harass people for money. Rather, they are building something. One day, one customer, and one sale at a time. This is Mr. Alaba's story, and this is how it all began. Over the years, I've had the privilege of sharing many business stories, from polished entrepreneurs to people building empires after returning from abroad. Some people say it's because they had the money, or it's easier to start when you live overseas, and honestly, not everyone starts the same. That's why I created Hustle Moguls, to show the other side, to show that business doesn't only happen in big offices or with millions of naira. Sometimes it starts right here with no voice and no excuses. And if he can do it, so can you. The first time I saw them, I thought it was just another street food vendor, but then I noticed something was different. They weren't talking nor responding whenever customer speaks to them. I stood there for a while to observe. So that was when someone nearby told me that they were all deaf. At that point, I got curious and I wanted to hear their story and probably share it here with you guys on the channel, but they couldn't tell me with words. Mr. Alaba tried writing short phrases on a sheet of paper. He even made video calls to some people hoping they could help interpret what he was saying, all to no avail. So that day I took some video clips and went home, but then I couldn't rest. Something in me kept urging me to go back and share his story. So I went back the next day and the day after that. On my 3rd visit, help came in form of an 8-year-old girl. She said her parents were also deaf and she could help Mr. Alaba finally share his story, and that she learned the whole language of hands from her parents.
So you understand what he's saying, everything he's saying. Yeah. So how do you understand it? Okay, your mommy thoughts.
That was when I got to know that Mr. Alaba wasn't born deaf. It all happened when he was in primary 2 after a serious illness struck. When the sickness finally passed, the silence stayed. That was when he lost his hearing, he lost his voice, and he lost the world he knew.
When did he start this business?
No, he said he started learning in 2007, 2022.
No, in 2022.
June.
Oh, wow.
After making futile efforts to see that everything goes back to normal, his parents withdrew him from the regular school he was attending and then enrolled him in the school of the deaf. He started all over again and learning how to live without sound.
He said when they born him, he was not deaf. But when he was in primary 2, he was very sick. Then later he became deaf. In primary 3, his parents took him to a deaf and dumb school, so they were teaching him the sign language.
Against all odds, he completed his secondary education. He even made it into the higher institution, but dreams cost money, right? He was forced to drop out of school when his parents could no longer afford his school fees, and not because he was not smart enough.
He went to the university.
He went to a university?
Yeah, but yeah, he was another graduate. His parents doesn't have the money to complete his education.
After leaving school, he tried to find a job that he could do no matter how little, but every door was closed to him. It did not matter how healing he was, he kept getting a lot of no's. According to him, all the places he went to look for a job, he got the same answer. Sorry, we can't hire you, you are deaf and don't hire people like you.
He said after he finished school, he was looking for a job, but he didn't send job. Even the one he saw, they don't want to employ someone like you.
The world only saw what he lacked, not what he had. Frustrated but not broken, Mr. Alaba told me he made himself a promise that he would never beg and that he will not depend on anyone. According to him, he said to himself, I will build something myself, and I'm not going to let myself give excuses because of my condition, and I'm not going to let others pity me because of my condition. So after then, he decided to go learn a skill. He learned how to fry Nigeria's favorite street snacks, buns, puff, egg roll, and so on. He learned by watching, by burning a few batches too, but he kept going.
And he thought, like, how we take care of his family.
Okay.
So he just thought we should, do this job, at least we see some profit in it.
Okay.
Then he went to learn how to do pop-up in Ogumpa. Then later, he started his own business when he knew he had the money.
With small savings, when he finally finished learning everything, he bought his first tray and started selling one puff, one buns, and one coin at a time. He flipped every profit back into his business. He grew from grit. Today, he is still working from the streets. He is still hustling, still climbing. But now, he is not climbing alone.
Saying that, I like the fact that he decided to start up something for himself instead of depending on people.
Mr. Alaba now works with 6 deaf who the world usually ignores. He gave them a place. He taught them skills and he gave them dignity. Each worker is a story of silent strength. According to Mr. Alaba, he decided to employ people like him because he knew what he went through when he was looking for a job. He knew how painful it was for him, how devastating it was. He decided to employ people like him so they do not have to go through what he went through. And apart from that, even though he is still hustling, he has other branches where he does his business from.
Has it been helping? Has this, what he's doing, has it been able to take his family?
He said really well.
Very well. Wow, that means it's a good thing, right?
At the stand, communication is simple. Workers point to the snacks they want, or the workers simply read their lips. Crazy, right? But it works out fine for them. The price is written on glass, clear for everyone to see.
How does he communicate with his customers?
He said, they know the way they pronounce their things, so they will have known that this is what they want.
Okay.
They say how much. They already know how they will say it to get, and they will answer them. They will give them what they want. Purple, yes. So everything like that.
Okay, he wants the movement of the mouth.
Yeah.
Then from the movement of the mouth, you can tell what they
want to buy. Said his regular customer, they already know the way they communicate with him.
Okay.
So when they just get here,
that one is not a problem, right? Wow.
While some customers understand and support them, others turn away once they realize they cannot speak or communicate effectively with them. But Mr. Alaba says, it is fine. We know who we are. We keep pushing. There is dignity in our work, whether people see it or not. That is the mindset of a real hustle mogul. I had the opportunity to speak with some of their customers, to get their own points of view. And this is what one of them had to say.
Can you tell us your name?
Mabel. My name is Mabel.
You buy from him always?
Yes, ma'am. Buying from them every day have been nice because they attend to customer very nicely and they are cooperative.
Considering the fact that they are not able to, talk, how do you communicate?
I did them with my hand and they already know the amount of things I used to buy. So if I come, they know the one I want to buy.
Mr. Alaba is a father of 3, a husband, and a provider. Every morning he sets up by 6:30 a.m. During work, he checks in with his family and he keeps on hustling, frying, flipping his profit until around 8 p.m. at night. He knows that no one else will take care of his family and his children if he does not do that. He is not rich yet, but every day he builds something real, a business, a team, not through noise, not through pity, but through pure hustle. I know he is not there yet, but I know his story is worth telling, and there are so many things one could learn from his story. To me, Mr. Alaba's story isn't just about bonds or business. It is about becoming the answer when the world gives you silence. He lost his hearing, he lost his voice, he lost a shot at a normal life, but he did not lose his will to build. He didn't come from money. He didn't have a big voice. In fact, life took that voice away from him. But when the world stopped listening, he started building. He built a business from scratch, not with loud grammar or big capital, but with quiet consistency, with dignity, and with grace. When employers rejected him because he was deaf, he didn't beg, he built. And when it was time to grow, he didn't look for pity. He found others like him, trained them, and gave them a chance too, creating job opportunities for people as well. That is what real hustle looks like. That's what leadership means. Mr. Alaba's story teaches us that you don't need perfect conditions to rise. Your disability, background, or silence is not your limitation. Real moguls don't wait to be chosen. They show up and create space. The hustle doesn't need volume, it needs vision. And if the world won't open a door, you can build your own stall on the street and still win. This isn't just a story, it is a reminder that real hustle has no excuses. It has discipline, it has dignity. And that's what Hustle Moguls is all about. Real hustle, real stakes, real moguls.
So if you ever made any excuses about doing that thing that you ever wanted to do, or building your own dream, or chasing or pursuing your dream, watch this video again and let it be your motivation. Until next time, bye, see you soon.